Right now we're at the place you call Blowing Hole. This is where Miss Ramona and her children start enterprise where they can make life. And this is the part we call the Blowing Hole. This is the Blowing Hole area. I will know that Miss Ramona and all her children was the leader of this place. And we can see how they have this place built up. And this is what they live after in San Andres Island. So at this time we're just showing what the government that we have in San Andres here do to these people. Then doesn't do any kind of fixing up, but then come and abuse of them, sealing their business because of incident of some tourists who come to this place and doesn't want to pay to come into this place. So that's why the government come in with anti-Martinez. The boy then tell me all that. They come and start to seal up the place down here at the Blowing Hole. So we can see where Nicholas and his family is building a little ranch to live after, and they say that the government come and stop this. But what about all these illegal big buildings that have building in San Andres and nobody can give information about it? But the little small RAIZAL them that make a start in the territory, the government, the kind of government that we have in San Andres come and start to brutalize them, sealing up them place, and it cannot work because of the kind of situation that we have in the island. So we can see here right in the section of Blowing Hole where they have some of the buildings them sealed up. Right now we can see it. We walk and see where they have some of the buildings sealed up. This have moved by the government, Hosni, here in the island of San Andres. You can see that this one of the buildings is totally sealed by the government here in the section of Blowing Hole. And you can see this is the business where islanders only work. But because this business, the business of islanders make these kind of things happening, only after the RAIZAL people live here in the section of Blowing Hole. And we can see the brutalization of what the government that we have in San Andres Island doing to these people. You can see them come and seal up all in place down here. This is the next seal here in the Blowing Hole section. I believe this, according to RAIZAL, have the right to do this kind of job in the island. Then well, and these kind of corrupted government that we have in San Andres to seal a business this kind of way. This is the part we call Blowing Hole. And this is where much of our RAIZAL people live after. And we can see the situation here in this part of the Blowing Hole where they come down here and seal up the people in place. And I believe it's time for the RAIZAL to jump against this kind of attitude of the Colombian state and government in our land, abusing of the RAIZAL people in their own territory. This is the section we call Blowing Hole. So we're going to get the version of the people them where the business have sealed at this time. You can see some of them is working, and that's the way they work. With the tourists them, we can see clear. They are not brutalizing no tourists, they are always helping them and things like that. But we can see that this is the wicked government that we have in the island of San Andres brutalizing the RAIZAL people. We can see that we have some tourists here also with the people them working. A girl is here speaking to them in a nice and a good way. We can see. You can see this is the way how the people from the Blowing Hole tend to the clients them that come like tourists. We can see how they tend to them in a nice and a good way. But just because it's a RAIZAL area, then well these kind of things happen. So we got to put a stop to this as a RAIZAL people for these kind of institution that we have in San Andres, stop abuse of the RAIZAL people. We can see how they are turning to the people them in the section of Blowing Hole. This is what we see in Blowing Hole at this time when it is all the way up in the evening, 4:37, where they are turning to the people right here. It's a good attend to. And this is the light that they have about Blowing Hole. So we can see that the people are turning well 10, and this is very good. So we just want to go back and ask a little question about what took place, why they seal the business here in Blowing Hole. So this is going out to all who will see. This is set of people that we see coming by Blowing Hole, and how the people, the RAIZAL people, are attending to them in a nice and a good way. They are not brutalizing no one. But because of just 2 incidents that happened, that one tourist come in this area and doesn't want to pay the entrance to go and see these hole, which is a private place. They belong to the RAIZAL people. And I believe the RAIZAL people have right to have the right and the access to do these kind of jobs in the territory, because this is a RAIZAL territory. So we want to see that what going on, why they seal some of the business down here in Blowing Hole at this time. Brother, for your business get sealed? For your business get sealed?
Yeah.
And why the government seal your business?
Because the problem down here, they say. And they say they shot at paper. And they went seal it for 6 days.
And tell me something, did you know your right that come internationally, that the RAIZAL got right to exploit the territory?
Well, sure.
And why you permit that a common government who is not of us come and close up your business, which is Spaniard and Turk? What do you say about that?
Well, I figure it's not right, but what I do, I can't do anything.
Well, next time you got to stand for your right, because you got right as a RAIZAL people to exploit your land. You know that? Internationally, you have right to exploit your land without no kind of paper for the government. Then to fix the paper and give you the paper, it's a comment and seal your business. Because I will ask you a question, did you live off of that, you and your family?
Exactly, sure. That's what I live off.
And today they are making no money because they don't have the stupid government that we have in San Andrés.
Yeah,
all right, God bless you and thank you for the word.
okay.
And we can see how the people are walking here in the Blowing Hole. We see some tourists coming in here at the Blowing Hole, and they are well tended to. We can see them around the Blowing Hole at this time. And all these is RAIZAL people who directing them about the Blowing Hole. We can see these is tourists that we see around the Blowing Hole right now. And you have the RAIZAL people who directing them and showing them according to how the Blowing Hole works. And I'm going to ask a tourist how the RAIZAL people them at this place treat them. Hermano, buenos días. ¿Cómo los RAIZAL aquí en este lugar, en el hoyo superior, te ha recibido?
Excelente. Muy bien.
Muy bien, gracias. Y aquí tenemos otro amigo también. ¿Cómo los RAIZALes aquí en el hoyo soplador te han recibido? ¿No habla la señora? ¿Cómo te han recibido aquí en el hoyo soplador?
Bien, muchas gracias.
Ajá, Dios te bendiga. Hay otro amigo aquí. Amigo, ¿cómo te han recibido los RAIZALes aquí en el sector de Blowing Hole? Bien, pues Dios te bendiga. And we can see that the tourists say that the RAIZAL people them in Blowing Hole receive them well. But we can see that the government that we have today, which is not a RAIZAL government, is a Turk government, and some Spaniard who is the Secretary of Tourism, who abuse of the RAIZAL people. There's a lot of other things going on out there where they will not see. So we're going to get some burden from one of our brothers right here, and then we'll finish with this. Brother, good evening, God bless you. What going on down here with the sealing of some of our business when the government, Hortney government come with the secretary and all the posts that they can come with to brutalize and seal business? Tell me.
Because they come with an attitude that wasn't the great thing. Because they come, like we say, they want to find way with aggressive way, like we mash up. And that wasn't the idea. We were here and we begged them to make a meeting the Monday, and then they come on and come Tuesday morning, early in the morning, like we find us download or break down, and they ask me document that we never expect them to for us. I like the RNT, them. We asked them how long that function, and say it was 2006. At the year, but they had that was begin 500 minimum salary, and we never cover all that. So they said, no, right now, and we have then from last year 2017 October, it was registered that we could be part of it, but no one come and told us about it, so we never expect that was part of
I'm going to ask you a question. Internationally, did you know that you have right as a RAIZAL people being part of this territory, the RAIZAL territory, as the ethnic people have right to exploit your land?
No, they come and they begin to seal up places because they say it's illegal to build without a permission. Alright, my uncle built in here and they seal it, and then see some more buildings around here because they says we wasn't have the direct says them permission to work it out. So I asked them, what was the permission? He said, no, right now if we want to do it, we could close all the business in the area because he is the Secretary of Government, Mr. Carlos Bryant.
That's a RAIZAL.
Yeah, he's a RAIZAL.
A RAIZAL.
Yeah.
I call him a kind of people not RAIZAL.
His beginning, the attitude that he come with wasn't a great one. Also, we stand up and we show them some development and some papers that they didn't expect us to have. So they back up, but they back up some business. They back some like 4 or 5 business that can work for 60 days or to get the permissions, and what them say the requirement needed to work. Says them.
All right, God bless you. Thank you for the word.
Thank you. I would like you to interview also my cousin Junior, please do me a favor. He one of the ones that are affected by the people that maltreat us verbally and physically, because they came with a bad attitude, and that wasn't the attitude.
And we have another young man here, a RAIZAL young man from the section of Hole also, working to get benefit for his family. Tell me something, what going on with the tourists down here that the government come and closing the business just because of incident with a tourist?
On Sunday evening, we have an incident with some tourists, some visitors that come. That they was coming in the place, so we told them that to come in the place and just have to consume something. Even a family from 10 persons, they just consume something with us and make a little collaboration with us because we live off what they consume. So one of the guys, let me tend to him, two of them jump on my cousin and start to beat him. So by my father and we see that they was beating my cousin, we just try to part them and then start to throw blows and start to fight us, so we defend up for ourselves. During that, I don't know if the person that was here, the visitors, was a higher grade from the police or from the military. Same time they call a lot of police and come here attitude, taking out the what they call it, bolillo, personal used to set them and coming to take everybody was in the problem. Okay, after everything called them, they said them coming on Monday to have a meeting with us. Then didn't come on the Monday, 6 o'clock, then come the Tuesday morning, bright and early, and then come with attitude that to close all the business was here because they say we don't have documentation, we don't have a document for the land that we here. We have more than 50 years here from my grandmother was here. I born here and I grew up here in this place, and now today the government want to tell us that to have a business or to renew or to make a betterment for give a better service to the people, then we have to take out a lot of documentation.
And tell me something, who was the Secretary of Tourism? Was that Panya or a RAIZAL?
Secretary of Tourism?
Well, generally, we didn't see the Secretary of Tourism. We saw some cops come here and told them they were the one in charge of search the documents we are required to have to work.
Some cops said that?
Some cops said
so police, they have the inspector, they come with the one inspector and said that any construction that we making here, we have to go a license and we
from
have to go a permission.
2017 law, that's what they told us.
Yeah. I have my business here almost 7 years now. I have my business here 7 years, and this I did have a little kiosk. So what I do is just to renew because from public health they told me that we have to change the material
the board,
because
and all those things
they call roaches and call woolies and call rats, and we cannot give people attention. We cannot give them a service like that. So what I do, I just try to make it out of brick. So what I'm working now, and then try to stop me and fix my business. William, I study here. My father work here to give you our study. I bring up and I give him my child my study, then study off of the same thing. So I don't know till the day they want to do that. To make something we have to go through a whole pile of law, and when we go up here, then deny we the permission them. Because then
all right,
a solution.
I'm going to ask you a question. Did you know as a RAIZAL Banya from here, did you know you as an ethnic people, do you know you have the right to exploit your territory?
Yes, sir, but the Secretary of Government, he said that no matter if he's RAIZAL or ethnia,
he could lock down.
Come and he tell me he start make documentation and we don't have any documentation, he could close the whole blame hole. So they will take, the government will take blame hole and give it to someone else to manage or take off all the people from here. The only thing they will do is find replicators and put the people that live here, not the people that have business, the people that live here, they will find somewhere to give them a home spot. But I asked them, and what will offer and what we give we bread with our child.
All right, God bless you. Thank you for the burden.
Thank you for your exploit and our question. God bless you.